What if I told you Earth has a ceiling, a limit to how much carbon dioxide it can handle, and humanity, we are dangerously close to hitting it. Scientists call this invisible threshold the global carbon budget. Go beyond it, and the planet's climate could spiral out of control. The worst part, no one is steering the ship. So, what exactly is this global carbon budget? Why do scientists treat it like a ticking time bomb? Think of Earth as a bank account with a hidden balance. The money in Earth's bank account is the CO2 it can safely absorb. If we spend too much, we go into overdraft, and that means disaster. But if we stay within the budget, we survive. Scientists calculated exactly how much CO2 is saved. It's called the carbon budget. Every ton we emit, we are spending from this invisible account, and right now the balance is dangerously low. The carbon budget is not disappearing by accident. It is disappearing because of powerful forces that we as humans set in motion. The first one is there is our addiction to fossil fuels. Coal, oil, gas are the engine of the modern world. Even though we know they are dangerous, we keep burning them. 80% of global energy still comes from these fuels. It's like driving a car straight toward a cliff and refusing to hit the brakes. Then comes to the hunger for energy of billions. Across the globe, new cities are rising, cars are hitting the streets, factories are running 24/7, and data centers are humming non-stop. Every year, humanity burns more carbon than ever before, and the appetite shows no sign of slowing. And the third one is add to that the weight of history. The US, Europe, and China built their wealth by burning massive amounts of carbon. They filled the atmosphere while the developing world contributed almost nothing. Yet, today, poorer nations are asked to cut emissions, even though the bulk of the problem was created elsewhere. It's a story of injustice written in smoke. And the fourth one is there is the silent hand of big corporations. Just 100 companies are responsible for 70% of industrial emissions. Massive profits, massive pollution, and almost no accountability. They have quietly drained the carbon budget while most of the world watches. Together, these forces are draining Earth's account at an alarming rate. And the question is not whether we will go into overdraft, but how soon it will happen. All of this adds up to one terrifying question: how much of our carbon budget is left on the clock? Because the next few years will decide the future of the planet. To keep global warming under 1.5 degrees Celsius, the planet only has about 250 to 300 gigatons of CO2 left in its safe zone. But humanity keeps burning carbon at a staggering 40 gigatons every single year. Do the math. At this pace, we have got less than 7 years before the last bit of safe carbon allowance disappears. And after that, Earth's climate could flip a switch. Storms, heat waves, floods, and there is no reset button. But here is the shocking truth: not everyone has contributed to this crisis equally. The United States alone accounts for 25% of all historical carbon emissions. The European Union follows with 22%. China comes next at 13%. Meanwhile, India and the entire African continent combined have contributed less than 5%. And yet, today all countries are expected to cut emissions at the same pace. Think about that for a moment. The nations that became rich by burning the most carbon are now telling developing countries, you can't grow the same way, you must use less. It's a global moral paradox wrapped in politics. The very countries that spent the most carbon budget are asking the poorest to tighten their belts. It's like giving someone a massive credit card for decades, letting them spend freely. Then handing the next generation a tiny allowance and saying, don't spend too much or the system will collapse. This is where history, fairness, and survival collide. And the tension is not just political, it's personal, economic, and environmental. When the carbon budget is gone, the planet does not just heat up a little, it enters a new dangerous reality. Mega heat waves scorch cities and farmland, turning once fertile lands into deserts. Floods sweep through homes and streets like unstoppable rivers, leaving destruction in their wake. Water scarcity sparks conflicts over rivers and wells, wars over survival. Droughts and wildfires grow stronger and more frequent, destroying everything in their path. It's a domino effect. One disaster triggers another. The climate system crosses a point of no return where changes become irreversible. And here is the terrifying truth. Once it starts, there is no reset button. We can't rewind. We can't borrow more carbon space. The choices we make now determine whether humanity survives or struggles to exist on a drastically different planet. Humanity still has a tiny window to stop disaster, but it's closing fast. Here is what needs to happen. First one is rich countries must set up. The nations that burn most of the carbon budget first, the US, Europe, and China, must fund green energy projects in developing nations. This is not charity, it's survival. And next one is fossil fuels must be replaced immediately. Coal, oil, and gas powered our rise, but now they are pushing us to the edge. Solar, wind, and nuclear are not optional, they are the lifeboats for our planet. And then, big corporations must be held accountable. Just 100 companies are responsible for over 70% of industrial emissions. It's time they stop burning profits at the cost of our future. And the next one is every individual matters. The choices we make, how we travel, what we consume, and how we use energy all add up. Every small reduction is a drop in the carbon tank. The reality, every year we delay, every ton of CO2 we emit pushes us closer to the tipping point. The budget is not waiting, time is running out. This is our last chance to rewrite the story or face the consequences of a planet pushed past its limits. The carbon budget, it's not just a number, it's a countdown timer for the planet. And humanity, we are racing against it with no brakes. Every ton of CO2 we emit, every year we delay is another second lost on this invisible clock. Mother Earth does not have a reset button. There is no undo. Once we cross the limit, the floods, fires, droughts, and chaos don't wait. They hit hard and fast. The question is not whether we can survive. The real question is, will we act in time or will we let the countdown run out and watch the world change forever? Now, I want to ask you one question. If you had one last chance to stop a disaster, would you take it or let it happen? What would you do? Comment below and let me know.